I just quit my job. There's really no better intro than that. So if I fail, I fail, but I quit my job and I don't know what's next right now. Today's my first Monday without a job and it feels kind of weird just being able to go to a park on a Monday and no one's telling you what to do. What am I gonna do now? Who knows? What am I gonna do now? The first thing you notice is just how quiet it is. I spent so long thinking about what I wanted this video to be for me, but this video isn't for me, it's for you. You are me a day from now, you are me a year down the road, you are me in 20 years. I want him to be proud of me, the 24-year-old version of me, for quitting his job and betting on himself. Sometimes he's scared, sometimes he feels alone in a world that cares about itself. But then he sees good people all around him who want him to succeed, so he wants to succeed for them. For his grandparents who crossed oceans to start a new life in America. For his dad who put his parents' house up as collateral to start his own business. Those are the shoes he has to fill, he needs to fill. But above all, he wants to be proud of himself. I hadn't heard about this until after I quit in March, but spring has this weird effect on people. Most job or life changes apparently happen during the season. The cold months of winter are over and the world is changing around you. So some people, myself included, decide to change with it, to use the rebirth of spring to evaluate where they want to be. I want to get my creativity back that I lost at this job for so long. I want to get my passion back and my need to create. That's what I value. That's what I value, creating things that I'm proud of. I don't have forever. I have bills to pay, responsibilities, and a year to make it work, so let's get to work. Hello? I quit. So, it's been 1 month since I quit my job. It's just been me, a couple cameras, and a dream. What can I say? That was corny as hell. We're canning the video. It's done. It's over. We're going on Indeed right now and finding a job. I told myself I'd document this entire process, the wins, the losses, the fear, and there's a lot of fear. Now, I always thought success meant being able to support myself financially and, being independent. That was a big thing for me, but I'm realizing now that success is more about just what you're doing, the work that you're doing, not if the work is making money. Obviously, to some degree, you do need to be able to support yourself. I get it. I was a corporate videographer with zero creative freedom or input. Sure, I made good money, and for my first job out of college, seriously, good money, good benefits. But was I ever happy? No. It took me a while to admit that, and seriously, the day I realized is the same day that I decided to quit. I was killing time in a bathroom stall, as you do at work, and I remember for the first time ever, I got this stress rash all on my neck. And that's never happened to me before. It was my body physically telling me, you're uncomfortable, you can't be here, you have to leave. So right there, I decided I was gonna quit. And I went to my boss's office, I put in my 2 weeks notice, and that was that. I did not look back. All we have is our convictions. Burn the ships behind me. Hear me out. Wouldn't you rather put that same effort in that you've been putting into a 9-to-5 job, but just put it into yourself. Invest that time in yourself. Invest that energy into yourself. As long as you have a way to make money short term, you're gonna be fine. I'm gonna do something different and I'm gonna make it work. I know I am. Most of all, I want this channel and these videos to be proof. Proof to myself in 20 years that the 24-year-old version of myself had enough courage to just say, screw it, I'm quitting my job and I'm betting on myself today. 20 years from now, I can look back and say oh, that was the guy. That 24-year-old version of myself, he did it. I'm sure no one else cares about that, but that's just for me, so. But also proof to all you that you can indeed still be a creative in 2025. You can be a full-time creative for yourself. You can build your own businesses in 2025. Authenticity and authentic creative work is gonna stand out above the noise. So if you can do that, you're gonna make it. I've picked up a few little corporate tricks and habits over the years that I was at that job. So this next section is gonna be like a quarterly report, but just for my own business, and I'm gonna do them monthly. So a monthly video series where I talk about how much we've made month to month and how the business is going, are we making it as a full-time creative, and just sharing the whole process. So let's dive into the numbers a little bit. So April 1st to May 1st, we made just shy of $2,500, $2,000 of which came from deposits for future shoots that are taking place this month or a couple months from now. Around $450 was from a shoot this month. I only did one engagement shoot this month. A lot of the time was spent on setup. So the two main things that I accomplished this month are establishing two completely separate businesses. The play was Luke Films as my freelance photography video business. So that's anything freelance with like individuals, was solo client type stuff. But then also on the side, we built inkdsocial, which is my media agency. That's my long-term play. And that's gonna be working with brands, businesses to produce short form content, long form stuff too, but mainly just like branded visuals, media for businesses. Oh, also, the thing I'm most proud about on Luke Films is I ran Instagram ads. So I ran $130 in Instagram ads. It netted $19.70 in sales, which is, for all you nerds out there, 15.15 times ROAS, which is return on ad spend. That's insane. Like, that's really good. So if you're thinking about hammering Instagram ads, obviously pick something that's really convertible. Like for me, it was grad shoots. It's timely, it's convertible. I can find the target niche super well on Instagram. But if you're thinking about hammering Instagram ads, try it out. Biggest thing though was on the branding side. I had a lot of separate accounts that really weren't working together. They didn't make sense. So now I have a lot of accounts, but they all have a very solid feel and they're all catering to a specific niche. You don't have to follow them all. If you are curious though, just follow Luke Pelly, because that's kind of my main funnel where I push the smaller accounts, and then you won't have to get like bombarded with like wedding film stuff if you don't care about that. More importantly, a like and subscribe on this video, worth 10 times more than any Instagram follow. But honestly, like I said, monthly progress is gonna be here, so you are gonna wanna follow along for that. You're gonna wanna see the monthly progress, because I'm promising you now, we will make it as a full-time creative. One way or another, I will not be going back to a 9-to-5 unless it's something that I love doing. Then I would be happy to. So, month one, was it a success? Month one, I'm gonna call success, because most people expect to make 0 on month one. And we made actually decent money. And spoiler alert, we're already looking pretty good for month two. I like to plan things out a little bit in advance, as much as I can for my ADHD brain. But we're already looking pretty good for month two. So spoiler alert, month two is looking pretty good. You're gonna wanna watch that video next month when it comes out. At a minimum, you're gonna get your monthly series, so see you next month. Gonna go take my camera and do some things with it.